안녕. 오늘은 강병인 선생님이 지으신 한글꽃이 피었습니다 라는 책을 리뷰할 겁니다. 이런 책이 2개 있습니다. 이 아이 책 그리고 어른들이 읽는 책이 있습니다. 이게 조금 더 어렵고 글이 더 많이 있습니다. 강병인 선생님은 글을 멋있게 calligraphy 한 사람입니다. 우리가 오늘 글씨 5가지를 보여줄 겁니다. 처음은 똥입니다. This is 똥. 똥 in Korean means poop. Okay, so it's supposed to be that this is the butt. This is the poop that is freshly fallen out of the butt. And this is 쌍디귿. That is the first part of the 오. Now the second part of the 오 is a toilet, and then the 이응 here is the poop that has piled up already. I think the same thing, but the second part of the 오 here and the 이응 is the toilet, not the piled up poop for the 이응. Now we're going to do 책. This is 책. 책 in Korean means book or books. It works as singular or plural, which is kind of cool. So the chit here is supposed to be a person. You can see that dot resembles the head, this part the arms, the body, and the legs. The 에 here is supposed to be a bookshelf, and that is supposed to be the separator for the book. And the 기억 here is supposed to be the floor. I think the same thing, except that the 에 here, that's a book. And this part here is a drain. It also says here that if he used he can use 3 kinds for the top: a horizontal line, a vertical line, or a dot. He says that if he used a horizontal line or a vertical line, it wouldn't look like a person at all, but some kind of alien or a kind of monster. And that would be kind of cool. But since he used the dot, that looks like a person. I also think that the 기억 here, it ends in a drain. Now we're going to do 뿔. In Korean means horn. And you can kind of see a rack of antlers for a moose or an elk or a deer. Or you can see a bunch of horns for a cow or a bull or a buffalo or a bison or anything. It's supposed to be here an angry bull that is charging to me from out of the page. And you can see the 2 eyes there and a mask-like face like a raccoon. And it ends in the first part of the 우. This 쌍디귿 has an extra little curve at the end to give it more horns. I think that it's the exact same thing, except maybe a nose right there would be nice. And it also says here, 뿔난 소가 달려와요. 얼른 도망가자. I can kind of see a little snout. That is 뿔. That is so far my favorite one because it looks exactly what it's meant to be. Now, the next one, 숲. This is 숲. 숲 in Korean means forest, and this was actually hung in the 2012 New York Gallery. This here is a mountain, and that is a waterfall. You can see it's kind of like a river flowing here. And when it was hung in the New York Gallery, one man saw it and said, why is it forest when there's only a mountain and a waterfall? Well, the explanation for that is a forest is on the mountain, and in the forest, there's a waterfall. I think that this part, the 운, 피읍, right there, actually make a tree, not a waterfall. But I kind of did realize that it looks like a waterfall, too. It also kind of looks like a Greek pillar, now that I think of it. That was 숲. 숲 in Korean means forest. Now, we're going to do 새. So 새 is not in the children's book, but it is in the adult book. And the adult book is slightly harder. Well, not slightly, a lot harder. And it's a lot thicker. And it has a lot more calligraphy. And it shows like lots of like products he wrote for, like some ramen company and a movie or so. Stuff like that. It's really amazing. This is 새. Okay. 새 is a bit more complicated than the other ones. For a bird is free, more free than a human is. For a human only stays on the ground forever, while a bird can go on the ocean, the ground, and the air. See, the bird has taken off here, and if it wants to become a human, it becomes one, and it goes back to the ground. We're earthborn, and here we are, still on the earth. I think that this is where the bird took off, and that is the tail right there. That's the head and the wing that is extending down to give us a helping hand. This 새 in Korean means bird. And when I think of a bird, I think of the sky, the clouds, and planes and things that are free. As I said before, birds are freer than a human is. For we are stuck on the earth, and they can go about anywhere they like. This is 춤. 춤 in Korean means dance or dancing. So, 춤, you can see, looks like a person dancing. Because you can see the head, and the shoulders, and the body, and the legs. And it also says here, the first stroke, he couldn't make it as a vertical line. That's not how a dance starts, like that. It starts as a curvy, more moving and graceful movements instead of straight vertical movements. So the author actually says here that he was dancing while he wrote this, and that it actually came to look more like a person dancing than when he wrote it without dancing. And I think that makes sense. Now I'm going to do my overall. The two calligraphy books are amazing. I've never read a calligraphy book before, and this was my first, and I found it absolutely amazing. I really love how he makes the words into actually what they mean, and how he makes them sometimes simple and like 똥, and sometimes more complicated like 새. I also like how he makes it exactly like that. So you're like, oh, now I see it, like that. And I recommend this book, and it's really, really good. 내가 칼리그라피 책을 읽어본 적이 없습니다. 이 책을 읽어보고 나서 이런 책도 읽고 싶습니다. 진짜 재밌고, 강병인 선생님이 글을 쓸 때 진짜 멋지게 쓰고, 그리고 춤출 때 실제로 춤하고 췄어. 이렇게. 재밌지? 이제 끝.